Natarang Pratishthan and the Raza Foundation, we welcome you to this second part of today's session. As you know, we are having 4 theatre groups talking about remembering their days, their experiences, their anxiety, their struggles, etc. You heard Delhi Art Theatre people talking about, and now we'll have Yatrik. Delhi Art Theatre had done nearly 50 productions, but the Yatrik, perhaps, out of the 4, has the largest number of production. There are nearly 280, and they worked both in English and in Hindi. We have with us, and we are very happy, Joy Michael, who in spite of her age has taken the trouble of coming, Mr. Bhaskar Ghosh, Sushma Seth is on her way perhaps, Mr. Prakash Bhatia, Mr. Avijit Datta, and Suneet Tandon. And it is, being the youngest, at least in looks, Suneet Tandon would be conducting the proceedings, and he will start with a presentation on Yatrik. Is that all? So Suneet Tandon, over to you.
Thank you very much indeed, Ashokji. This is a very, very difficult task because Yatrik has over the years been perhaps the most diverse group, all-embracing group, and practically everybody who's anybody in theatre has passed through it at some time or the other. More than 50 years old now, and we are so delighted that Joy Michael herself, the founder director of the group, is here. A big hand to Joy. So a little bit about the story of Yatrik. I'm going to try and keep this brief. This presentation gives some glimpses from the plays Yatrik has done over the years, but it is of necessity, and this is the disclaimer, it is far from complete or comprehensive. Many of our plays we have not bothered to document very well. Many of them we don't have stills from, and so there are many, many gaps. But nonetheless, it's an attempt to try and give a view of some of our activities over the years. Yatrik was founded in 1964 by a group of 8 people, and we are lucky that most of them are still around with us. Joy is here. In a little while, Sushma Seth will be coming. Kusum Haider, who was supposed to be here, is unfortunately not able to make it at the last minute because she's stuck in Pune with her brother's illness. Rathi Bartholomew is around, and so on. But Roshan Seth is stuck in London because recently Studio Theatre at LAMDA, his alma mater in the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts, a studio theatre has been named after Roshan, which is a matter of great pride for all of us in Yatrik. Okay, 50 years and counting. This is before Yatrik. The story that we've all learned is that before Yatrik was founded, many of these actors were together performing Abe Lincoln in Illinois, directed by Tom Noonan, Unity Theatre. And it was when they were touring the country, they decided to form Yatrik, and because they were touring in trains, Nigam Prakash came up with the idea of calling it Yatrik. So hence the name stuck. So these are glimpses. Roshan and Joy in Abe Lincoln in Illinois in 1964, and Habib Tanveer and Joy Michael in the same play. And then, of course, came Yatrik. And the first production was All the King's Men in 1964, directed by Marcus Murch, who was one of the founder members. Roshan Seth and Rathi Bartholomew in this still, and here's one of Sushma Seth in that play. And here's Kusum Haider with another actor. I'm sorry, we haven't been able to identify all the actors. We really need some of the old-timers who were there to help us identify them. Sabrina Fair, another play done that year, Joy Michael, directed by Joy Michael, Kusum Haider, and Kusum again in another very striking still from that play. Hotel Paradiso, a nice comedy, and that's Joy and Sushma Seth. Azar Ka Khwab, which was made from the Pygmalion of Bernard Shaw, adapted from it by Begum Qudsiya Zaidi, and directed by T.P. Jain, with Nigam Prakash, and Salima Raza did a stellar performance in that role. Here she is again, with Nigam Prakash, one of the founder members again. They're both founder members. Salima is stuck in Bombay. She was supposed to be here, but she's only arriving in town tomorrow, unfortunately missing this event. And here's a nice still from our town, 64-65, Sushma Seth, Joy Michael, and Monica Mishra, who went on to marry Habib Tanveer. Dial M for Murder, a very dramatic still. Tartuffe, directed by Ibrahim Al-Qazi, and that's Joy Michael. And here, Prakash Mir Chandani, Al-Qazi himself, and Joy Michael in Tartuffe. And Al-Qazi in a solo shot from Tartuffe. The Seagull, directed by Joy Michael, in which Bhaskar Ghosh, I think, made his debut in Yatrik. Is that right, Bhaskar? That's Bhaskar Ghosh and Nirmala Mathvan. 1967-68. I hope that's correct, the date. 66-67. Sometimes the years go a little haywire, so please forgive us. Land of Cards. Yatrik was one of the groups which did a lot of children's theatre. In fact, there was a separate group of young players also, in which Barry John was very deeply involved. But this is a still from Land of Cards, directed by Sai Paranjpe, with Meriel Michael over there. Meriel is here with us. Hi, Meriel. I don't know who the other person was. I'm sure Meriel can name him or her. This is an adaptation of Blithe Spirit by Noel Coward, directed by Sai Paranjpe. I Balakut Taltu. Please recognize the person on the extreme left. That's Kavita, who's sitting over there. Kavita Nagpal. And of course, Sai is there. She played Madam Akati, and that's Sushma Seth. In between, I can't tell who it is. Awaz Ka Raz, directed by Keval Kapoor, 68-69. That's Kulbhushan Kharbanda in the center. He was also a notable actor in the early years of Yatrik. Desire Under the Elms, just to show you the kind of sets that Yatrik was building in those days, and quite elaborate. And here is Sushma Seth in her signature role in Ek Chadar Maili Si, directed by Rajinder Nath. As you see, many of the names overlap the groups. I think Rajinder Nath is going to be coming in one of your other sessions later. Andhera Hone Do, in which Salima Raza played a blind girl, 69-70. Gid, directed by Sai Paranjpe, and that's Sai herself acting in it. Arms and the Man, Sushma Seth and Marcus Mert, 70-71. Medea, directed by Alec Padamsee. That's Raghu Sudhar and Joy Michael. And then, again, Yatrik was a pioneer in the field of musicals. And the first big musical, perhaps, that was done, please correct me if I'm wrong, was Oliver, directed by Joy. And that is Joy's husband, the late Colonel Hugh Michael, acting in it with Jamila Verghese, the wife of B.G. Verghese. Another still from Oliver, with Sharon Lowen, the noted Odissi dancer. She choreographed Oliver, she told me, and later the Fantastics. And she's actually on stage also there with Marcus Murch and the kids. The Fantastics, that's still another musical that was done by Yatrik, Marcus Murch, 76-77. 78-79, Cactus Flower, comic play, which was revived many times. It was done earlier also. This is a later revival, directed by Joy, I think. Jay Pathak, Preeti Batra, and Louis Gonzalez. And another still from the same play, Louis Gonzalez and Sinia Duggal. Bhaskar directed. Bhaskar, corrected. That was directed by Bhaskar. This is just a little before my time, so I mean, I get it all wrong. After that, I hope I don't make any mistakes. And this is my time. This is my first play with Yatrik, 79-80. That's Vivek Tandon, no relation, and me. Joy directed this. I'm very sure about this. That's me and Gillian Larkins, who's an old friend, now settled in Australia. And Bindu Tandon, again, no relation, but she was sister to the earlier Vivek Tandon. And Jilly. And Bhaskar cast me in my second play in Yatrik, which was Bedroom Farce. And here I am with Gillian Larkins with a stuck-on moustache. This is before I grew my beard. And this is a later revival of the play with Prabha Tonk playing that role. And the beard has made its appearance. The Good Woman of Szechuan was done, I think, directed by Joy Michael? No. Who? Sabi! Sabi, I'm so sorry. Oh, please excuse me. My profound apologies to everybody where I've got it wrong. Louis Gonzalez and Sinya Duggal in The Good Woman of Szechuan, directed by Sabina Mehta Sood. The Good Woman of Szechuan, again, a scene. Don't Drink the Water. This one I'm definite about. I was in it also. Directed by Ajay Balram, who's here. There he is. Big hand for Ajay Balram. That's the late Bhaskar Bhattacharjee, Deepa Grover, Madhuri Bhatia, and Jay Pathak in the first production. We revived this also several times. The Crucible. Have I got the name right? The director's name right? Yep. Sunya Luther and Bhaskar Ghosh. Uncle Vanya, Kusum Haider and Bhaskar Ghosh. That's me. In my 20s, I consistently played only old men. And Rini. And this is a play which was an Indian play in English and Hindi / Urdu by Kamal Kapoor, Keval's wife, which Bhaskar directed. And Renuka Narayanan and me in that. And then this is Bhaskar Bhattacharjee, the late Bhaskar Bhattacharjee, a very dear friend whom we lost, and Chitra Ramachandran in the same play. In the meantime, classics were not being neglected. Joy directed, I think it was Joy? You? Who? You again, Bhaskar. Bhaskar, you are very ill-used today. I'm sorry. You know, the thing is, our records don't have directors' names. And I've just been sort of going haywire, putting the names down. But I will have to sit with Bhaskar to correct all this. And with Sabi. Midsummer Night's Dream. The Queen and the Rebels. I think this was, Avijit, your first play with Yatrik? Yes. And that's Prabha Tonk and Avijit Dutt. And this was directed by Bhaskar Ghosh again, this I'm sure. The Tempest by Joy Michael. That's me. Again, I told you I played only old men when I was young. And another still with Ajay Balram and Sanjoy Kant, Romnika Day, and myself. This is just to show you the kind of elaborate sets we would sometimes put up for those kind of comedies, which we cannot afford to do anymore and nobody does anymore. These kind of box sets. This is a set for Arsenic and Old Lace. Just look at the elaborate detail of that set. Yes. Who said that? Oh, Ranjit Mathur reacted in it. There he is. Big hand for Ranjit. I didn't see you come in. The Last of the Red Hot Lovers, Indu and Deepak, and Jackie and Deepak. Again, that was a very elaborate set. The last one I showed you only because we even got TVs and air conditioners and things like that. Look at the detailing of the sets. The Good Doctor by Joy, Jackie Garewal playing a very sexy prostitute, and Jasbir Malik. And this is me and Ramesh, and Deepak and Indu. And this is Jackie and me. Old man again, you see. Road to Mecca, directed by Joy Michael. That's Christine Michael in it, with Ramesh Thakur. The family was always very deeply involved in plays, and Mariel and Christine particularly acted in so many of the plays. Phaedra by Racine. I think the only time this playwright was ever staged in Delhi. I directed a production with Prabha Tonk, Indira Joshi, Ashwin Juneja, and Jasbir Malik, and Indu, of course. This was a wild evening directed by Joy. And this is the last time that Joy herself acted. So I had to include this shot. She played Lady Bracknell, and I was so fortunate that I actually acted with her on stage. Another shot from the same evening. 6 Degrees of Separation. Again, directed by Joy, correct me? Yes. Pradeep Kapoor, Sabi, and Bhaveen Gosai. 9 Jakuhil, which I directed, and there are quite a few shots from there. This is the original set at Kamani Auditorium, designed by Anjali Ila Menon. And she toured with us also. The earlier tours, she used to come and tweak the sets everywhere. Kusum in the same play, Bhaskar in the same play, Kusum and Shama. A scene from the Shimla production when Salima stood in for Kusum and Shama. And another very successful play which we did and which I loved doing was The Virtuous Burglar, which Avijit directed. We did it first in 98, but we've kept on reviving it many times. The last time in 2014. That's Vandana and me. This is the whole cast of the revival. That's Avijit in the corner. He played the burglar, the title role. Swarupa Ghosh, Vandana, Shibani Bedi, and myself. Another scene from the same play with Pranay Manchanda also there. And this is Avijit and Pranay. And that's Shekhar Murugan, who's also here. Shekhar in the center. Yay! Everything Personal, a play by Nilanjan Mukhopadhyay, who's basically a journalist, which Bhaskar Ghosh took and directed. That's Ramesh Thakur, Sindhya, and myself. Another scene from the play with Sonali, who unfortunately is not here today, in the center. And Vishal Seth here also. And Isha Joshi, another prominent member of Yatrik, who's not here. Dramatized readings. This was an idea that Avijit had in 2011-12. Isha is here? Priyanka's here, I know. And we did a series of dramatized readings directed by the younger members of Yatrik, and then sort of mastered or whatever, directed by with consultation with senior members. So 2 outings of each dramatized reading, and this was Party, play by Elkunchwar, I think Mahesh Elkunchwar, Priyanka Nagpal and Isha Joshi. Isha directed this one. I don't know who directed the Green Room. Avijit, you can tell me. I left that blank. Huh? You did. Ah, okay. With Kriti Pant, Arjun Fauzdar, and Keshav Mudlia. I thought the earlier reading was directed by somebody else. Huh? Vani directed the earlier reading, and then you took it on and did the full play, took it to the Madras, the Chennai Hindu Festival also. The Toy Cart, again, I don't remember who directed this one. Shunali directed this one. This was the entire cast. The Chairs, this was directed by Aarti Nayyar, and that's me and Geeta in it. Metamorphoses by Kusum Haider. This was one of our most ambitious productions in recent years. That building that central water pool was a huge, huge task every time we staged it. But anyway, that's Shena Gamath, Ruben, and myself. And that's me and Anirudh in that play. And this is the last scene from the play. Abducting Diana, directed by Avijit. This is the only photograph I could find, I'm afraid. And recently, now we come to the present times, Avijit directed a wonderful production of Noor Jahan and Empress Reveals. Beautiful sets and costumes, lovely lighting. And Prakash did a wonderful production of Jis Lahore Nahi Dekhya. And that's it, and the show goes on. There are many gaps, as I said, but what to do? What one had available with one did something out of that. Thank you very much. I think now we can discuss whatever we want to discuss. Sushma, you missed all your shots. There were lots of shots of you in the earlier plays, Ik Chadar Melisi and so on and so forth.
Well, thanks, Suneet, for this rundown. And now may I invite Joy Michael, Bhaskar Ghosh, Sushma Seth, Prakash Bhatia, Avijit Datta, and Sunil Tandon to come on to the stage, please. Bhaskarji? Yes? Come.
Actually, there's so many members from Yatrik present here that I think we need to pass the mic around everywhere. It's been a very, very long journey. There's Bajju Bhai, who's also been associated with Yatrik. Vinod, Kavita, so many others. Priyanka is here, Shekhar is here, so many others. For the early days of Yatrik, what impelled... I ask you first, what impelled you to form your own group? You were already doing theatre with the Unity Theatre. What impelled all of you founder members to get together and start the group in the first place?
नमस्कार नमस्कार। उस समय हम सब टॉम नूनन जो कि USIS के कल्चरल अटैचे थे, उनके साथ 2 नाटक लेकर सारे हिंदुस्तान का टूर कर रहे थे। आवर टाउन और एब लिंकन इन इलिनॉय, जो कि अमेरिकन प्ले राइट्स के लिखे हुए हैं, और सारे हिंदुस्तान में हमने टूर किया, सारे सिटीज़ में दिखाए गए वो नाटक, और सबको बहुत पसंद आए। और जब वो आखिरी जर्नी के बाद हम सब दिल्ली लौट रहे थे, तो उस वक्त जॉय ने कहा कि इतना मज़ा आया है ये सारे टूर्स करने में, इतने सारे नाटक करने में, ये एक्सपीरियंस इतना अच्छा रहा है, हम सब की इतनी अच्छी दोस्ती है, एक दूसरे को समझते हैं, तो डिसबैंड नहीं करते, एक रेपर्टरी बनाते हैं। हम सब ने कहा हाँ हाँ क्यों नहीं। और ट्रेन कंपार्टमेंट में ही बैठ के ये सारा डिसीजन लिया गया था कि फिर निगम प्रकाश ने कहा कि उसको नाम देंगे यात्रिक, कि यात्रा करने वाले ड्रामेटिस्ट। तो वो नाम तो पक्का हो गया। और फिर जब जो भी पैसा हम सब ने कमाया था उसको पूल इन करके और हमने यात्रिक की शुरुआत की, और इतना अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा। तो ये सोचते थे कि हर वीकेंड पे एक मंचन करेंगे नाटक का, और पूरा टाइम उसका रूट वो बनाया स्केड्यूल कि पॉपुलर प्लेस करेंगे और ऐसे करेंगे जो कि नए प्ले राइट्स के लिखे गए हैं, और जो एक्सपेरिमेंट प्लेज ने कहते हैं, जो कि ऐसे हैं कि वो समझने में ज़रा मुश्किल होगी आम ऑडियंस के लिए, लेकिन शायद कुछ लोग तो आएंगे ही देखने के लिए। तो वी वर ऑन स्टेज एवरी वीकेंड, सैटरडे संडे, और उस समय एक प्ले मंच पे होता था, एक की रिहर्सल हो रही थी, और तीसरा प्ले पढ़ रहे थे कि हाँ इसको करें या नहीं करें, कास्ट कर रहे होते थे। और इतना अच्छा सफ़र था कि और कुछ नहीं करना चाह रहे थे सब। और सबसे मज़े की बात ये थी कि जो लड़के थे हमारे ग्रुप में वो सब कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स थे, और हम सब जो महिलाएं थीं, वी वर ऑल मैरिड विद चिल्ड्रन, एंड all the boys would draw sideburns and draw mustaches to look our husbands or lovers or opposite when they played opposite us. What a lovely journey, and what dedication, what talent, what wonderful productions we did, and
one thing
totally passionate about theatre, wanting to do nothing else in life but that.
Sushma, one thing I've noticed in going through the old records, whatever is available, is that initially Yatrik was very dedicated, what you mentioned, doing at least a season of 6 plays or so every year. 6 different plays, Hindi, English, Urdu, every year, and that you kept it up for a long time, है ना? काफ़ी साल तक आपने उसको बरकरार रखा।
हाँ, बिल्कुल।
तो वो कैसे किया, माने इतने सारे प्लेज करना, और ये कब तक चला और कब ये सिलसिला टूटने लगा?
आई थिंक शुरुआत से लेके हर वीकेंड पे तो उसी वक्त शुरू में जितने पॉपुलर प्लेस थे ना, जो हिंदी में, इंग्लिश में, उर्दू में, वो 4 प्लेस वो रखते थे, और एक रखते थे जो कि एक्सपेरिमेंटल जिसे हम कहते थे, कि जो कि शायद लोगों के कम ही समझ में आए, और एक ऐसा लगते थे जो कि नए किसी प्ले राइट ने लिखा हुआ है। तो जो पॉपुलर हैं वो तो चूज़ करने आसान थे, क्योंकि वो न्यूयॉर्क में या लंदन में या हिंदुस्तान में कहीं खेले जा रहे थे, तो वो हम उनको चूज़ करते थे। एंड एज आई सेड, वी वर rehearsing one play, we were on stage with one play, and we were reading more scripts. And all the work was divided, everyone did every job. सब लोग सेट्स पे भी हेल्प करते थे, कॉस्ट्यूम्स में भी मदद करते थे, स्टेज पे कीले भी ठोकते थे, सफाइयाँ भी करते थे, सब कुछ करते थे,
और डायरेक्ट भी करते थे,
और डायरेक्ट भी
करते थे। माने डिफरेंट पीपल डायरेक्टेड डिफरेंट प्लेस, इट वाजंट जस्ट अ वन पर्सन शो। एंड उसके अलावा यू आल्सो, आई थिंक we can claim that period of Yatrik was the first actual repertory theatre that was established.
जिसे कहना चाहिए repertory, and we were all as professional as one can get in dedication, in commitment, in wanting to show excellence. बस फ़र्क सिर्फ ये था कि we were called amateur for the simple reason that there was no payment involved. If anything, we paid to do theatre. सारी चीज़ें घर से आया करती थी, फर्नीचर आता था, प्रॉप्स आते थे, कॉस्ट्यूम्स तो आती ही थी, और एक दूसरे खुद मेकअप करते थे सब लोग, and whoever we knew in the corporate sector, उनसे ads भी मांगने उसी वक्त जाते थे. तो कहते थे साल में 1-2 बार तो आ ही जाते हो ads के लिए पैसे मांगने. हमने कहा इसी तरह थिएटर चलता है, बहुत ज़रूरी है.
Can I ask
Suresh was a very integral part of our entire journey. Sudesh Syal, who's sitting right here.
There he is. Hi.
Yes, right here.
Hello, Sudesh. Good to see you. Wonderful. We have to come to you, all of you, and ask you something also after this. But
We also had him act. Apart from all the other work that he did, he also acted. I won't tell Sudesh कि कौन सा आपने रोल किया था. बिल्कुल नहीं बताएंगे. सिर्फ ये बताएंगे उसमें पूंछ लगानी पड़ी थी.
oh, I can guess now. There was a play called The Dancing Donkey, which was
No.
No?
The Little Hut.
The Little Hut. Oh, I see. Wonderful. Sudesh ji, आप कुछ बताना चाहेंगे इसके बारे में कि how difficult it was to get the finances together for the plays? Eh? Oh, I see. It was such hard work. Bhaskar, can I turn to you regarding finances for theatre? Because that has been the big bane of theatre always. What was when you came in 66 or so into Yatrik, what was it like? How did the finances work, quite apart from the artistic side, which was, of course, going along fairly well?
The 66, when we did The Seagull, I'm afraid I'm totally blank about where Joy got the money from, because all we did was act, rehearse, and do the play. I never asked questions about where money came from. It's like it fell from the skies. It was only later, in the 70s, that one was up against the financial problems. And one went around asking friends. It paid because to exploit your college friends, who were then some of them in pretty senior positions or influential positions in corporate houses, and you could go to them. But it came to a stage where when they see me coming, they'd say that they were busy, or they'd even hide sometimes because they knew what I was coming for. But I wasn't really, except once or twice, involved with this. I was a singular failure in raising money. But some people were not. They were actually quite good. But we did have a persistent problem with money right the way through. And I should imagine it's still there. I mean, there's no getting away from it.
One of the questions that people ask is, how are plays selected by a company such as Yatrik? Can any of you throw light on that? How are plays selected?
I was telling you, the popular plays that everyone felt were tremendous successes
Yes.
abroad, on Broadway. Or,
No, but who would direct which? How
which
was
one?
that?
Then we all came up with our own choices as well and said, I would like to direct Desire on the Elms or Hedda Gabler. These are the two that I directed. And with Nigam, I also did Gandhi Ji's Sadhana. So अपने आप ही कहते थे कभी ये play बहुत अच्छा है, I would like to direct. And so it was just divided and allotted कि जो मन चाहे करो.
Thank you. Prakash, I want to ask you, because you've been a pillar of the Hindi side of the Yatrik theatre from the beginning, and were also director of Yatrik for a period. I'm really sorry that I couldn't get many photographs, and I was pleading with you to find some
नहीं,
photographs.
वो आपकी गलती नहीं है, मेरी है, क्योंकि मैं रिकॉर्ड कभी रखा ही नहीं है.
But आपने कैसे प्लेस सेलेक्ट किए और आपने क्या क्या किया over the years?
देखिए, भाग्य कुछ होता है. जवानी में कोई मानता नहीं है कि भाग्य होगा, सब समझते हैं कि हम जो करेंगे वही होगा. तो एक छोटा सा मैं किस्सा यात्रिक से जुड़ा हुआ सुनाऊंगा कि मैं यात्रिक से जुड़ा कैसे. मैं थिएटर करता था, अलग अलग ग्रुप्स थे, और यात्रिक के प्लेस भी हम बहुत देखते थे, नाथ साहब के भी प्लेस बहुत देखते थे, ज़हीर साहब को तो बहुत बार देखते थे. बड़ा मन करता था कि कोई अच्छा ग्रुप हो, हम करें, अपनी जेब से लगा के हम कब तक करेंगे. गुलशन कुमार जी के अभिकल्प में हम काफ़ी समय तक करते रहे. तो फिर किस्मत ये होती है कि एक दिन संडे का दिन था, घर पे बैठे हुए थे, एक अखबार अपने घर पे जो आती थी वो आई, आवाज़ आई, अखबार उठाई तो मैंने कहा ये इंडियन एक्सप्रेस तो है नहीं, ये आज स्टेट्समैन कैसे आ गया। तो स्टेट्समैन को खोला तो वहाँ क्लासिफाइड में यात्रिक कंडक्ट्स थिएटर समर थिएटर वर्कशॉप, इंटरेस्टेड प्लीज टेलीफोन जॉय माइकल, सेंट थॉमस स्कूल का उनका फ़ोन नंबर था। ये मैंने नोट करके रख लिया और अभी मैं नोट करके रखा ही था, बेल बजी, अखबार वाला आया, जी मैं आपको गलत अखबार दे गया हूँ, ये वापस कर दीजिए और अपना ये इंडियन एक्सप्रेस ले लीजिए। तो ये अखबार ने हमारा भाग्य जोड़ा थिएटर के साथ और चैनलाइज थिएटर था और थिएटर वर्कशॉप हमने की। मेरे 3 गुरु यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, अजय जी, जॉय, अवजीत, जिन्होंने वो वर्कशॉप कंडक्ट की थी। मतलब मैं लिटरेचर का स्टूडेंट था, इंग्लिश ऑनर्स था, तो लिटरेचर तो पता ही था, हिंदी का भी पता था, अंग्रेज़ी का ही पता था, लेकिन थिएटर में हिट एंड ट्रायल मेथड से जैसे एमेच्योर सब करते हैं वैसे ही करते थे। लेकिन जैसे ही यात्रिक की वो वर्कशॉप अटेंड की तो इट वाज ए कंप्लीट थिएटर वर्कशॉप ऑफ अबाउट 30 डेज। तो इट वाज कंप्लीट आई ओपनर, मतलब दिशा बदल गई, एक डायरेक्शन मिल गया कि थिएटर क्या होता है। और उसके बाद जॉय, अवजीत और इन जैसे लोगों का सपोर्ट, जिस दिन थिएटर वर्कशॉप ख़त्म हुई है तो हमने ज़िंदगी में कास्ट पार्टी भी पहली बार सुना था। पहले हम क्या करते थे, इकट्ठे प्ले ख़त्म होने के बाद इकट्ठे नत्थू के यहाँ जाके समोसा चाय पी के चल देते थे। तो कास्ट पार्टी भी कुछ होती है ये हमें पता नहीं था। तो उस दिन थिएटर वर्कशॉप्स के बाद प्रोडक्शंस हुई, सेंट थॉमस के ऑडी में कास्ट पार्टी हुई। तो जब चलने लगे तो जॉय ने कहा, प्रकाश डू ए प्ले फॉर अस। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है मैम, जब भी कोई रोल होगा बता दीजिए। नो डायरेक्ट ए प्ले फॉर अस। तो ये एक अपॉर्चुनिटी थी जो यात्रिक ही दे सकता है और जॉय ही दे सकती है। और इतनी इंक्लूसिवनेस, इंडिविजुअल कोई भी नहीं, जो करना चाहिए और अपनी कैपेसिटी आपके अंदर है तो यात्रिक में ये कभी मना नहीं हुआ कि आप डायरेक्ट नहीं कर सकते। तो मुझे जॉय ने कई किताबें दी, अवजीत ने कई किताबें दी कि आप देखिए इनमें से कोई इंग्लिश में से हिंदी का कुछ कर सकें। तो फाइनली मैंने ऑफ माइसन मैन चुना और ऑफ माइसन मैन को मैंने खुद ही अडेप्ट किया 8 घंटे के अंदर, घर में बैठ के एक दिन की छुट्टी लेके। तो स्क्रिप्ट दे दी इनको। महीने बाद अवजीत का फ़ोन आया, देयर इज़ ए गुड न्यूज़, आप जॉय के घर पे सेंट थॉमस पहुँचो, मैं भी पहुँच रहा हूँ। ये 86 की बात है। तो गया मैं ऑफिस से सीधा, तो कर्नल साहब भी बैठे हुए थे, जॉय भी बैठी थी, अवजीत भी। गुड न्यूज़ इज़ दैट कि अमेरिकन सेंटर इस प्ले को जो है पूरे इंडिया में स्टेट कैपिटल्स में 3-4 जो हैं, बेंगलोर, बॉम्बे, कलकत्ता और दिल्ली में करवाना चाहती है, यू स्टार्ट विथ इट। तो मेरे बाल खड़े हो गए क्योंकि मैं मिलिट्री इंटेलिजेंस में जॉब करता था। तो वो सुनते ही मैंने कहा मैं नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि मैं किसी तरह का एसोसिएशन किसी एम्बेसी से या उनके कल्चर ग्रुप से नहीं रख सकता। तो लिहाजा मैंने मना किया कि मैं नहीं कर सकता। लेकिन जॉय इंसिस्टेड मी कि आप मत करो, लेकिन तुम इसको डायरेक्ट करोगे। और मुझे 87 में आईफेक्स ऑडी में वो प्ले डायरेक्ट करने का मौका जॉय ने दिया। उसके बाद कभी मैंने वापस नहीं देखा। और जहाँ तक स्क्रिप्ट्स की बात है, जॉय ने मुझे सिर्फ लाइफ में एक ही स्क्रिप्ट के लिए फोर्स किया है, अदरवाइज़ मैं जो भी स्क्रिप्ट चुनता था जॉय ने कभी और पूरी कमेटी ने कभी एतराज़ नहीं किया। और वो स्क्रिप्ट थी ब्रदर्स कारामाज़ोव। उसके लिए जॉय ने मुझे फोर्स किया। मैं दोस्तोवस्की से बहुत बोर होता था, लेकिन ज़बरदस्ती मुझे उसने दिया और मैंने उसको ट्रांसलेट करवाया। इतना लंबा प्ले ख़त्म ही ना हो, उसको किसी तरह एडिट वेडिट करवा के अब जॉय पीछे पड़ गई कि नहीं भाई ये तुम्हें करना है, ये तुम्हें करना है, इट्स अ वेरी गुड प्ले। मैं कहा जॉय ऑफ कोर्स इज़ अ वेरी गुड प्ले बट आई हैव नो टाइम। फिर 2 महीने बाद फ़ोन आ जाए, व्हाट यू थॉट अबाउट इट। तो वर्चुअस बर्गर पहला प्ले था यात्रिक का जो हैबिटाट ओपन हुआ था, अवजीत ने स्टाइन में किया था। तो मैं प्ले देखने गया था। जॉय ने कहा प्रकाश व्हाट यू थॉट अबाउट दैट प्ले। तो मैं इससे पहले कुछ बोलूं, कहने लगी जाके बेसमेंट नीचे देखो, क्यों मैं कतराता था कि ब्रदर्स कारामाज़ोव का सेट मैं क्या करूंगा, सेट को क्या सोचूंगा मैं उसको। तो मैं नीचे गया तो वहाँ एक पोइट्री रेसिटेशन चल रही थी, 5-6 जने बैठे थे। तो जो पोइट्री रीडर थी वो भी बड़ी खुश हुई कि 2-3 जने और आ गए हैं सुनने के लिए, लेकिन हम सुनने तो गए नहीं थे। लेकिन वहाँ 1 घंटा हमें बैठना पड़ गया, अच्छा भी नहीं लगता था उठ के जाएं। तो वहाँ पे हैबिटाट बेसमेंट अब तो बंद हो गया, तो उसमें जो एंट्री थी वहाँ 2 बड़े कॉलम्स थे। तो वो 2 कॉलम देख के और 2 बॉक्सेस थे, मेरे दिमाग में आ गया कि मैं इसको यहाँ यूज़ कर सकता हूँ। तो वो प्ले जो है मैंने किया और मैंने एक्शन रिवर्स किया था। मैंने प्ले पूरा कॉलम्स जो है वो मैंने चर्च की एंट्री दिखाई थी और वो 2 रूम्स को दिखा के ऑडियंस को इधर बिठाया था। और फॉर्चुनेटली कविता जी भी थी, आधे में चली गई थी, इसलिए नहीं कि प्ले उन्हें बुरा लगा या अच्छा लगा, वो इतना ठंडा हो गया था, एसी नया नया था कि लोग बैठ नहीं पा रहे थे। तो यात्रिक अगर ना होता तो मैं शायद थिएटर में ना होता। इससे ज़्यादा मैं और कुछ नहीं कह सकता। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, Prakash. Wonderful. I think I can completely support you in saying that Joy has never forced us on to do any script.
Very true.
We have always come up with excitement. We are excited about this script. We want to do this play. And she's always said yes. She's never said no. So that has been the great thing. And she's the one who forced me into direction also. In 80, 81 or something like that, she forced me to direct plays. And I would not have looked at direction if she hadn't forced me to do it. And I'm really, we can't be more grateful to that.
हाँ, एक चीज़ कहूँगा, इससे पहले वाले सेशन में बैठा हुआ था तो कुछ लोगों ने कहा कि हम नेमीचंद जैन जी से और कविता जी से उनके रिव्यू से घबराते थे। इनमें मैं फॉर्चुनेट रहा, कविता जी ने मेरे एक ही प्ले का रिव्यू लिखा है और जैन साहब ने भी मेरे एक ही प्ले का महाभोज का लिखा था और दोनों ने बहुत अच्छा लिखा था, तो उसके बाद मुझे उनसे डर नहीं लगता था।
Thank you. You said that your beginning in theatre with Yatrik came with the theatre workshops. Now, this is another very important aspect of Yatrik, which Joy used to insist on, conducting these summer theatre workshops, and we did them for a number of years. So, and Avijit was very closely associated with all these workshops. So I'd like to ask Avijit about these summer theatre workshops, which became a source of great new talents, some of which are sitting over here. They came through the workshops. Avijit.
Joy had this fantastic real estate, St. Thomas School. And because we had this huge auditorium and the grounds around it, we had a vast space to play with. And Joy was very keen that Yatrik needs to expand, needs to find new talent, so we would do it there. When she left St. Thomas, we were actually looking around for space, and she said, why don't you go and ask Max Miller? So we asked Max Miller, and even they allowed us to do a month-long workshop and treated the space as our own. What happened with the workshops was that A, we got a lot of new talent in. B, we got a lot of, threw up a lot of talent that went on beyond that. I mean, for instance, Abhishek Mazumdar, who is a playwright today, came out of it and decided that he was going to drop everything else. He was then a bank manager, and he decided to become a full-time playwright and been quite successful at it. But to continue with what Prakash was saying, the reason Yatrik has done so many productions and so many people have passed through the portals of Yatrik has solely been because of Joy being such an inspiration for everybody. And there was never any creative audit on productions. It wasn't that 15 days into rehearsal, we will be coming around to take a look at it. बिल्कुल नहीं. शायद performance के हफ्ते भर पहले आती थी and a few people would see it and then there would be a dialogue. Now, for me that was very rich because I came from the tradition of Kolkata theatre and Padatik and Chetna's here. We've done theatre together, even directed Chetna in a few. So there we would have intense dialogue. And Shamanand, who was the director of Padatik, was very involved in the process, had the same amount of freedom. Yet there would be intense dialogue right through the process. Joy gave this freedom that she would come in only 1 week before the performance, and it was your baby, whether you sink or swim. So it made one more responsible creatively, I think, and allowed one to take greater challenges.
Bhaskar, I wanted to ask you also about the process of selecting plays, but a little later. You see, initially Yatrik used to do a lot of Hindi plays, of course, adaptations into Hindi of Western plays, and a lot of Western plays as is. But I think sometime around the 90s, we sort of started feeling that taking these West End hits and these Western plays straight off and just reproducing them in India was beginning to become a little tiresome and didn't connect with the audience very well. And that's when I remember Bhaskar specifically started looking out for good Indian plays in English. And The Curlew's Cry was one of the first ones that we actually did. Tell us something about this process of looking for new plays and playwrights, because you went on to find some more playwrights and do direct a lot of Indian plays in English.
Well, that first play that I directed, The Curlew's Cry, was written by Kamal Kapoor, and it just happened. Well, the first one I directed. No, I directed other plays, but the first play of this kind that I directed, it was partly in Urdu and partly in English. And in fact, the person who spoke entirely in Urdu was young Sunit. Yeah. And I remember I horribly miscast that play because there were two girls, one of whom was an introvert who was a writer, and she also spoke in Hindi, and when she was alone, she spoke to herself in Hindi, soliloquies, or with her, the woman who brought her up. And the other one was an air hostess. She was a extrovert kind of girl who loved a good time, and we had two girls doing these parts. One of them was a quiet, scholarly type of girl, and the other one was a bouncy, extremely jolly, very, very friendly and breezy kind of girl. And I made the mistake of putting her to do the studious part, and the other one to do the job. As a result, I think he had a terrible time. But the one who really pulled it off, he did, of course, was Bhaskar, my namesake, Bhaskar Bhattacharjee. He had a particular scene where he and that girl, who was the extrovert type, had to progressively get drunk as the kind of the evening progressed. And the two of them, that girl being the really, by nature, a retiring, quiet one, he got her to do it. He got her involved in this, and she was all, doing a terror. When her parents came to see the play, they were so shocked they couldn't say a word for about 10 minutes. After that, I of course avoided them like the plague. But then the thing is that after that, if I can jump a little bit, in the 90s, we decided that we would do plays which were written about Indian characters, but people like us who speak English, but are basically Indian people in Indian situations. There were plays like this, I know, being written in Bombay, being written some perhaps in Kolkata and other places, but I wasn't in touch with them, they weren't in touch with me, till I finally managed to get Mahesh Dattani to agree to let us do Bravely Fought the Queen. But there was a slight financial problem involved, I won't go into all that, which is why we couldn't do it. Then Poili Sengupta, one of the finest playwrights that we have, brought her plays. And Mangalam, the first of those, is the one that we began with. Set in a small town in Tamil Nadu for the first half, and set in the sophisticated upper elite society of Chennai in the second half. The same actors had to switch and become from the one the other. It was a fascinating play, and it was one of the best plays that I've ever read or seen done. And in fact, Sunit was in that, played a key role in the play, and he'd be able to tell you about the complexities of wearing a dhoti, for example, and about the long hair that the girls had to. Would you believe it, Priyanka? Don't misunderstand. But when I made a kind of asked the young girls who were doing the different roles there whether they had saris. Between them all, they had one sari. They just didn't have saris. So they had to be taught how to wear saris. And then we had to get the saris. Of course, they had to be that kind of sari, etc. So we went into that, and then we did Alifa and Das Pe Shurpanakha, So Said Shakuni, which were two plays where, again, Coily experimented. She took Shurpanakha and Shakuni from the two different epics and put them together as two irritable passengers waiting for a delayed plane. And it became kind of fantasy after that, and one of the most fascinating plays that we can ever do. The whole trouble is that these don't get done very often. And then we did Keats was a tuba. People have asked me, what is Keats was a tuba? It's the way you're taught English. Keats was a tuberculosis patient. Keats was a tuberculosis patient. Keats was a tuberculosis patient. So Keats was a tuba became the name of the play. And that's how we went into it. But I think we established a rapport with the audience, and the cast felt far more at home. That after doing plays like that, we really didn't feel like doing anything other than plays like this in English, at any rate. And but then, of course, we have done plays, and that is just part of the versatility that we have in doing plays. But we did move into this quite definitely at that point.
I also have to say that I have to thank Bhaskar for passing on the script of 9 Jaku Hill to me, which is the one big blockbuster, because he wasn't in a position to direct it, and he said, no, you do it. So anyway, that's another story. But you did one other play, Indian play in English, which was about Pushkin, which you directed initially and Avijit took over later. Can we hear a little about it from both of you?
Pushkin's last poem was a play which, according to me, should never have been written. But, I mean, Pushkin is a Russian poet. He's what Rabindranath Tagore is to Bengalis anyway, perhaps the whole country. Pushkin is to Russians. Are we doing a play about him? And his last poem? So anyway, the fact is that the writer was a dear friend. She had retired from the IAS, lost her husband not too long before that. And she was extremely open to the idea of our changing the script, which we had to do because in its original form, it was utterly undoable. We simply could not do it. It was so badly written. And so we made changes, and she said, yes, you can change this, you can change that. And her way of stopping it was by her eyes welling up with tears and saying, I wish my husband was here, I feel so alone. I knew this was it. All right, I said, Achala, we will not change it any further, it'll be right there. The tears vanished, life went on as usual. We got this play into some kind of shape. We did it, and one of the nicest evenings I had was the realization that we were never going to do it again. Little did I know that he was waiting, and he took on the play and took it to Russia.
So let me take on the story, because I had been already cast as Pushkin in the first production by Bhaskar. When the chance came, engineered by the author, that we take this play to Russia itself, in English, and play it before Russians, Bhaskar simply washed his hands. He said, I am not doing any such thing. And that is when Avijit stepped into the breach. Now, Avijit, can you tell us a little about that tour?
Bhaskar is a very good person. He's very kind, and I'm not so kind. So I told Achila that, look, the play can only work if we throw out 2/3 of it. She said, send me an edit. I said, no, when you come here, you'll see the script. It's ready to be done. We reduced the play. We did it. It worked. We got a standing ovation in Moscow, but in St. Petersburg, we got a standing ovation that carried on for about 12 minutes, and we didn't know what to do. We'd walk off stage, come back on, we'd walk off, and they'd still keep applauding, so we said, no, we have to go back. For 12 minutes, just carried on. And we were actually talking about sacrilegious stuff. That Pushkin's wife was in love with the Tsar, and that was the reason for the duel, and Pushkin was killed. In Moscow, half the audience were following it with a translation. And in Petersburg, we had actors who were doing the translation, who were merrily going overboard. So he said, no way. This is not how we are doing the play, so you can't. You have to keep it really quiet and be very, very, have great brevity in your emotions. In Petersburg, we had only about 30% looking at, hearing into the translation. But everybody seemed to have understood the play, and it really, really worked.
Thank you. Now, I want to come to that side because Ajay Balram has been with the group for a very, very long time, and so has Ranjit. Now, Ajay has directed me in Don't Drink the Water in the early days of Yatrik, and has acted with me in several plays, including he played the Rai Sahab in 9 Jaku Hill to perfection. So a few reminiscences from you, Ajay, and also from Ranjit, who had piped up when he saw the set for Arsenic and Old Lace, because he did a sort of stellar job in Arsenic and Old Lace and in many other plays.
Thank you, Suneet. Audience have been feasting on caviar. It's time we had some chanas. So I will provide the chanas. I will tell you how I came into Yatrik. I used to be very fond of theatre. I was in Bombay, and my love of theatre was confined to being stage manager. A very difficult task when you were stage manager of plays being done by Alec Padamsee. But I came with a play, 2 or 3 plays to Delhi, which we brought here as stage manager, and met Joy. And I'd come by the Frontier Mail by train on my holidays to Delhi. I came home, asked my mother where Vinay Kapila, my brother, was. She said he's gone to Mahadev Road. Joy's got a play on. So I went to the Mahadev Road auditorium, and Joy was delighted to see me. She said, Ajay, I'm so glad you're here, because Perky, that's Prakash Mitchell, they couldn't come. He's got a bad throat. And today is dress rehearsal night. Here's the script. Would you read his part for the dress rehearsal? So I read the part, at the end of which she came and said, that was quite good, Ajay. Tomorrow is opening night. In case Perky's throat is not any better, would you mind playing that part for the opening? That was the matchmaker. The play opened in Mahadev Road, and my first role was holding the curtain to open the curtain, and I went through the play prompted by various members of the cast. And my last production, I did a lot of other things. Having told you my first thing, I found that age was catching up. I was having more and more senior moments. And on one play, I stopped on stage for what I thought was a dramatic pause. I could lip read my fellow saying, damn it, somebody prompted him, he's forgotten his lines again. So I thought, enough of this. So I crossed the footlights, promptly became a theatre critic, and was delightfully accepted by all my fellow actors. Are yaar Ajay, you come to review our play. Come and have a drink with us afterwards. And that was the right place. I stayed there for a long time till I was tempted away by Jaku Hill. Ranjit and I acted together in, the Germans are very short of comedies. I think there are only 3 that I know. The Broken Jug was one of them. Joy directed that. And I was playing the Wisden judge, and Ranjit was my clerk of the court. And as usual, I couldn't be bothered really learning my lines. I had a lot of judges' files in front of me, and I used to put my script in there, periodically open the file, and read my line. Till the second or third show, I open my script, and I find a copy of Playboy. Clerk of the court or substitute to that. Over to him, ask him what made him pick Playboy.
Well, Ajay said a very important thing, that sometimes we forget our lines. And it is so good to see a play with the people all working together and helping and getting over crises which may have developed, but because of somebody forgetting his lines or her lines. And the entire cast comes, and I think the audience sometimes doesn't know that something like that has happened. And of course, an actor feels the word rapport with the audience. And that is what makes us come back and do more and more theatre. And if you can't get a role, because you can't always get a role, even being backstage, doing the prompting perhaps, or the music, or just the lights or the curtains, is sufficient thrill to get you back on that stage. And of course, we've had such charming ladies and elegant people to work with, that a person like me, who admires such elegance, has an added interest in coming to theatre. We are sitting here, we've got Sushma, we've got Joy, we've got Sabi, we've got Indu, whom we've acted with. And another thing about Yatrik, which is, I think, a little more unique, we've got people like Abhijit and Sabi, who've done their own plays, made them work with Sabi. Sabi's even taken me to Lahore. Yatrik took a play to Lahore. We were selected by ICCR to perform in Lahore. And a little episode that Bhaskar was mentioning, I'd like to mention. One of the play that we did was called Mirza Bagh, done by Sabi, who's sitting there so quietly and who did it so well for us. Well, one of the scenes, there's a girl, young lady, who gradually becomes drunk. In the audience were all naturally those from Lahore, but I knew 1 or 2 because I was a railwayman, and I invited a few of my Pakistan Railway people to come. So next day I went to meet them and asked them about the play, and they were delighted. They said, "Oh, it was a wonderful play." And I asked, "But didn't you feel uneasy? How did you think about that girl, that lady on the stage with her glass of whiskey and getting drunk? What wasn't it?" "Oh, she was very good. That's what they said. They told me that was exciting. It was very good. She was very, very natural." And that's what this happens. The audience, when we are good at our work, the audience is responds to us in such a way that theatre is made. And I sometimes wonder how we worked in the old days. All of us were working. Bhaskar and I were in government servants. All of us were in high executives or low executives in firms, working sometimes to 6 or 7 or 8 at night. But all of us knew that we were to be there in the rehearsal, and somehow or the other we made it. Because I can tell you one thing, what you want to do, what you like doing, you will always find time to do. And I think all of us who've done theatre have always found time to do theatre because we like doing it.
Thank you so much, Ranjit. Thank you, Ajay. Yes, I think you've made a very important point that many of us have been holding down full-time jobs and doing theatre at the same time. And it is a bit of a tough job to sort of get away from your office in time and make it to rehearsals, make it to shows, make sure that no tours are coming up around shows at least. It requires quite a bit of strategic maneuvering in the office. I'd like to, you've mentioned Sabi. Sabi, you see, when Yatrik, Joy was the long-time director. After about 40 years, she decided that she did not want to be director anymore. After that, Sabi was the next person who was the director of Yatrik. After Sabi, I think it was Prakash. And then after Prakash, it was Avijit. And now, unfortunately, somehow I've been saddled with the job. But I'd like to ask Sabi also to say a few words at this point about Yatrik and about Mirzabag and going to Lahore. We can talk about some of the other foreign tours later.
Mirzabag, which we had done a couple of shows in Delhi. I was invited. I was invited to Jamia by Mushir, who said, "I've heard a lot of good things about it. Would you tell me what it's about? Because I would like you to do it in Jamia." So I told him the story. And he said, "Well, we can't have a young woman drinking because both you and I will get lynched in Jamia." I got worried because I next had to take the play to Lucknow and after that to Lahore. So I shot off emails to both places saying, "Are you all right with a woman drinking on stage? Because I can't delete that bit. It is very germane to the play." So Lucknow said, "No problem." I got a very interesting response from Lahore that drinking, no problem. Nudity and rude language is a problem. And what was interesting was that the first show, incidentally, it wasn't sponsored by ICCR. ICCR only gave us some money to buy the tickets. The first show, we had somebody who was teaching Urdu in government college. And he came and he said, "Can I come back tomorrow with a few of my students? Because I think it's time they knew how Urdu should be spoken. Because they all speak with a thick Punjabi accent in Lahore." So these were some of the interesting things that happened during that trip.
Any other reminiscences
About Yatrik? Well, what Sushma was saying earlier, that one play was being rehearsed, another one was being read, while a third one was being performed. I was in college, my first year in college, and I was told that Yatrik is auditioning. At that time, they used to have the loft in Max Muller Bhavan. Max Muller owned a loft opposite the Embassy restaurant in Connaught Place, where we rehearsed, where we performed, everything. So I went, and I waited and waited. On one side, M.K. Raina was directing Inkilab. On the other side, there was an Asif Karimphoy's play being rehearsed. And there was Barry John smoking his cigarette, waiting for the audition for the third play, which we were going to be auditioning for. That was the kind of energy that existed in Yatrik, and I'm sure in a lot of other theatre groups at that time too. Work went on ceaselessly. There was always 6 plays a year. Yes, I mean, the first meeting of the year would decide the 6 plays that were going to happen for the year. And this is how I've known it to be since 1971. So
initially, the plays were chosen so that they would be popular, because at that time, when we first started Yatrik, it was very important to get an audience to build an audience who would come and see all the plays. So it had to be plays that they would enjoy very much and would be comedies or interesting plays that would catch their attention, and they would, to get them into a play seeing habit. And so that, so for the initial couple of years, we planned the program in that manner, that they have to be entertaining plays, 4 of them, and then with that, hopefully that they will come and see the more serious wear as well.
AJ has joined us, Amarjeet Singh, longtime secretary of Yatrik. AJ, I'd like to turn to you also, because you have been involved in the organizational aspect of the theatre group, very much so. So I'd like a few comments on you on how, the theatre functions, how you keep the group together, how you organize meetings, how you organize the production aspects. You've been producing several of the plays as well. So.
Yeah, I think this just happened by chance. I didn't have time for acting. So they roped me into Jaku Hill, if you remember correctly. And I came in, I think, with 1 hour for the play to go. I'd not read the play. This is before CD days, I think, so there were cassettes. I don't know how I managed to do that, but somehow or the other this was accomplished.
Let me just
all the way in Dubai.
Footnote. You see, I had suddenly to act because the main actor had backed out. Yeah. So I had to act, I had to get somebody else to do the sound, because I was initially doing the sound for that play and I couldn't be in the sound booth and on the stage at the same time.
So that's been the biggest challenge. Beyond that, it was pretty easy actually. I had my conference room in which we had all the meetings and stuff. And it wasn't that difficult to start with, but I think of late, people have just gotten busier and busier and busier. It's just been a little bit of a challenge trying to get people together, So it's been very enjoyable though, I have to say, doing the secretarial work and the administrative work, so as to put it.
Also, the organizational work for all the tours. We've already mentioned the tour to Pakistan, but there have been other tours also. We've taken
South Africa,
to
Dubai, South Africa, twice Dubai, South Africa, Chennai. I think I missed a couple of others. I missed one to Russia, I think.
Mumbai.
Because my passport. Yeah.
The problems in the touring?
No, I don't think so. In fact, not at all. I think South Africa was a breeze besides the tickets, but that's a different story. So, we won't get into that at this stage.
Yeah. Indu is here, one of our long-time members. I'd like her to say a few words also, because she's been treasurer of the group twice over.
That's a difficult job. That's a very difficult job.
And has also been acting with the group and doing a lot of backstage work.
Well, I was directed by Joy and Rati Bartholomew when I was in college, in IP college. So I knew the founders before Yatrik was founded. But then I had gone away from Delhi and I came back in 81, met up with Joy again. She said, come on, we need people to help us. I said, I won't be able to get on stage yet. She said, no, we need you. And there was Tempest being staged. And Ajay comes to me and said, we need a prompter. Joy said, nonsense, we don't keep prompters in our plays. So Ajay says, this is Shakespeare, we have to be word perfect. So he convinced her that I should be the prompter. And there was Ajay. Sorry, Ajay, I'm revealing some secrets. Ajay, Suneet, and a few other characters on stage. And suddenly, I hear Ajay says, methinks I shall slumber in yonder nook. And he crossed across to where I was sitting behind the curtain to get his cue. And everyone was looking at him completely frozen. He turned around and gave his line beautifully. And the play went on. And at the end of the play, Joy comes and says, what was that? I said, Joy, let's forget it. We've got a show tomorrow. Then we had Jasbir Malik, who was acting with us in Arsenic and Old Lace. He was playing an inspector. There were Ranjit, Mathur, myself, Jackie Grewal, and a whole lot of people in the play. Jasbir Malik comes on stage and looks at me and says, I know I'm here for something very important, but for the love of life, I don't know what it is. And I looked at him and I said, I think you came to go down to the cellar and that was where the two sisters used to bury the bodies. He says, that's right. That is where I have come to go. And he walked across. And everybody looked at me and said, you're not supposed to have told him, he's the inspector. I said, that's all right, we can give him a glass of wine. And so the whole script changed because Jasbir had forgotten his line. So that was what was most exciting about theatre for me, apart from being a treasurer and keeping accounts and tearing my hair out. But the wonderful thing is the friendship, everyone trying to help each other out. I went with Sabina's play, Mirzabag, to Lahore. I was handling the production, and we would have all these frenzied things last minute when something was not right and something was not available, and you were running around, but all the theatre people know what it's all about. So I think the greatest experience is working together and putting something on stage, and the audience not knowing what's really going on behind.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, Ajay. Ajay wants to say something.
I knew it.
I rise to my own defense. What had happened was Dilip had forgotten his lines and marched off stage and left me alone on stage with no Dilip there to speak about, hence the necessity for me to find yon shady nook.
Lots of mishaps like that I can remember as well in various plays, but I'm not...
I can recall.
Yes? You want to tell us yours?
Yes.
You can have a session of mishaps.
We did so many shows of Abe Lincoln in Illinois. And in every city in India, we traveled everywhere. But Marcus was very versatile. He could convince you that he's saying the right line, and he would not know his lines. So he had little slips of paper. There was a central arch. He would stick little slips of paper on the doorway frames on the side and stand there, deliver his lines with tremendous confidence. And when he and before the scene, Nigam Prakash had to act drunk. So he would, from the beginning, sit with a whole paper, blotting paper in his mouth to get the drunken slur. And he would be sitting there preparing to give his drunken speech. And Marcus was to enter before that. He would look at the lines and convince the audience that he was saying just the right thing. And then he would walk across to the other side of the arch, see the other line, and then he took his exit, leaving Nigam there to chew away at the blotting paper, cutting out his entire scene.
I can testify to that. Marcus was very great at giving you a line which was 3 scenes later in the middle of a scene and completely upsetting the whole process. And this, diaries and notes everywhere. If you looked at the stage from the opposite point of view of the audience, you would see little bits of paper all over.
But he got an applause after that, which was the bitterest thing for Nigam.
Yeah. We have some younger members also of Yatrik here. There's Priyanka, Shekhar, who's now secretary of Yatrik. Want to come and share some thoughts, please, both of you? And Abhay is also there. He's sitting quietly at the back. Come on. Just a few words at least about, we have to show that there is a younger blood. Come on over there.
I feel very fortunate to be here, sitting with these stalwarts and legends, I have to say. It's been a 15-year association, and I think that's something we just realized today, that 2002 was when we did our workshop with Yatrik. And I have to say that it's been an incredible journey, having done a lot of fulfilling roles. And I think apart from the theatre, it's just, the kind of lifelong friendships that we have built with everybody here. I think that's something that will stay with me forever. And extremely fortunate to have actually mentored under, most of these people here. So whether it's with Prakash, whether Joy, with Bhaskar. Bhaskar, I think, has taught me so much about theatre, I have to say, and I think that's a learning that will stay with me for life. So thank you for that. I've acted with Avijit and Suneet, and I think it's been one phenomenal experience. So all I can say is thank you, and I really hope that Yatrik continues, and it continues like the way these legends have built it. So
It's up to you guys to carry it on. Exactly. Here's the emotional pressure.
I
Come,
shall
take it
pass the
over.
mic to Shekhar.
Yes.
Nice, convenient.
Yes. Shekhar.
Priyanka was my batchmate, and we are very fortunate that that is the only group which is sort of from the summer workshop which is like continued its good work over the years. Maybe not necessarily with Yatrik, but yeah, it's taking the theatre fraternity forward. All of them, most of them, in fact, were our teachers in the 2002 workshop. And well, we are not so fortunate to do 6 plays in a year anymore because we've suddenly been, our lives have been too hectic. But I must say that I've sort of tried to be associated with Yatrik's productions, whether very closely with Avijit, I must say, and Prakash, and I at least do some plays in a year. Yatrik was very fortunate to do the dramatized readings with Habitat, which was a huge learning experience and a huge exposure to the theatre fraternity per se, giving opportunities to for people like us to direct and all of us to direct various plays. Fortunately, there's a lot of stuff happening. You just have to get involved. You just have to take the mantle forward. But yeah, you know, we need to do a lot more things under the Yatrik banner. You know, lot of energy has to be still put in, and you know, we just have to take it forward. It's just been piecemeal. It's just been the fact that, you know, we've just got too busy with our work. So I wish that, you know, that we have more summer workshops, we have more young talent coming in, we have more team together trying to put in work, which is happening, but it's not really happening the way it was happening when Yatrik was formed, perhaps 50 years ago. So thank you so much, and I'm really fortunate to be taught and to be associated even now with veterans like veterans who are sitting here and also in the audience.
Thank you very much, Shekhar. Abhay, you've been a very important part of the production team on many of our productions. Yes. Tell us something about your experience, because without production, we often forget, production people are very, very important, and he represents them more or less right now.
So, when I'm associated with production, I'm not supposed to do acting. I have to be very serious backstage, working with the sound or light or with the productions. क्योंकि मेरे पास ये चांस नहीं होता है कि मैं एक्टिंग करूं. मुझे एक्टिंग करने वाले लोगों को सपोर्ट करना होता है, उनके लिए लाइट करना होता है, साउंड करना होता है, और मुझे बहुत सीरियसली काम करना होता है. और यात्रिक के साथ जुड़ने के बाद सिर्फ नाटक करने तक ही मुझे सीखने के लिए कुछ मिला ऐसा नहीं है. मुझे यात्रिक से, सीरियसली यात्रिक से मुझे मेरी पर्सनल लाइफ में चेंजेस लाने के लिए भी बहुत कुछ चीज़ें मिली हैं. जैसे कि द प्लेजर ऑफ गिविंग. यात्रिक के साथ जुड़ने के पहले मैं किसी और ग्रुप के साथ काम करता था, मुझे पेमेंट्स बहुत मुश्किल से मिलते थे. यात्रिक के साथ काम करने के बाद पेमेंट्स देने के लिए मेरे पास फ़ोन आते थे कि भाई तुम्हारा चेक पड़ा है, अपना एड्रेस दो, अपना अकाउंट नंबर दो. द प्लेजर ऑफ गिविंग मुझे यहाँ पे आकर के सीखना पड़ा, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई एम पासिंग ऑन टू द अदर्स. एंड I can see the change that I am being respected in the society. I am getting respect. So these small things, changes, I am getting from Yatrik. So नाटक करने से केवल नाटक तक ही काम होता है ऐसा नहीं है. भास्कर सर को मैं ये थैंक्स कहना चाहता हूँ. आपके नाटक में आपने मुझे 3 बार फ़ोन किया था. पहली दफ़ा मैंने अपना एड्रेस नहीं दिया था, दूसरी दफ़ा मैं गोवा में था, आपने कहा था अपना एड्रेस दे दो, तीसरी दफ़ा आपने बोला अब अपना एड्रेस दे दो, फिर आपने वो कुरियर किया चेक मेरे पास. ऐसा आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया मेरे साथ. अभिजीत सर का मैं बहुत ही शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि उन्होंने मुझे यात्रिक के साथ अटैच किया, प्रोडक्शन की एक एक चीज़ें सिखाई, साउंड के लिए, लाइट के लिए, सब कुछ उन्होंने मुझे सिखाया। आज भी मैं उनके साथ काम करता हूँ और जो भी सीखा है थिएटर में उन्हीं से सीखा है और एम के रैना से सीखा है। इनसे मुलाकात हमारी एम के रैना के प्ले में हुई थी। सो दैट्स इट।
Thank you, Abhay. And thank you for mentioning about the payments. I must admit that the payments are not at all large. They're small sums. But whenever we can afford to, we do give whatever we can, very cleanly and honestly. Any others from Yatrik who'd like to say a few words? I mean, I hope I'm not missing anybody out. Who? Vinod. छिप क्यों रहे हैं आप? सुदेश भी बैठे हैं. सुदेश ने तो ऑलरेडी कह दिया कि नहीं कुछ बोलेंगे. Vinod, can I ask you? Vinod, आप कुछ बोलें please? About Yatrik? Before we come to Rajendra ji. Huh?
I never did anything with Yatrik in my life.
He says you did. So I have to believe you.
No.
Only Kavita did.
No, Kavita did.
Rajendra ji, answer, please. आपने तो डायरेक्ट किया था सुषमा को एक चादर मैली सी.
बावन साल पहले एक नाटक किया था. 52 साल पहले.
जी.
और आज उसके बारे में क्या बोलूँगा ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा. लेकिन एक बात स्पष्ट है कि सुषमा ने उसमें रोल किया था रानो का, एक चादर मैली सी, और वो एक शायद उसका यादगार रोल है. उसने कहा भी है किसी जगह, वो मैंने पढ़ा है. सुषमा और मैं दो ऐसे थिएटर के लोग हैं जो यहाँ पर 3 ग्रुप से जुड़े हुए हैं. सुषमा अभियान से जुड़ी हुई है. मैंने यात्रिक के लिए एक नाटक किया है और सुषमा और मैंने एक नाटक देशांतर के लिए भी किया है, लहरों के राजहंस. हाँ.
असल में तो शुक्री वो लेंगे, लेकिन 4 दिन पहले उन्होंने कहा कि उनकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है, आप करो कुछ ऐसा. यस, बिकॉज वो इतना बुरा मैंने किया था कि कीर्ति कहने लगा कि हाँ आपका देखा था नाटक लहरों के हंसराज.
ऐसा मुझे याद
I was so bad in it and so uncertain of what to do. 4 दिन पहले सिर्फ you fitted me in somehow or the other. And Surekha was also there. So whenever I said something or mispronounced something, Surekha would look at me and we would just pretend and gloss over it. Oh, it was a nightmare.
ये मुझे याद नहीं है कि ये हुआ हो. अब सुषमा कह रही है तो मान लेते हैं कि हुआ होगा, लेकिन मैं इनको ये यकीन दिलाना चाहता हूँ कि ऐसा नहीं था. ये शुरू से नाटक के साथ जुड़ी हुई थी. सुधा को लेने का मेरा कोई प्रश्न ही नहीं था. दिमाग में कभी आया ही नहीं था कि उसको भी मैं उस रोल के लिए लूँ. तो ये शुरू से थी. 6 दिन पहले नहीं आई थी, पूरे नाटक में आई थी. और ये जैसे रानो एक ऐसा रोल है जिसको याद रखा जाएगा. सुषमा शायद न रखे, लेकिन मैं रखता हूँ कि सुंदरी का रोल भी जो है वो उतना ही कठिन है जितना रानो का था, और उतना ही अच्छा हुआ था जितना रानो का हुआ था. थैंक यू.
Thank you very much.
उसके बाद आपके साथ आनुष किया.
You can't preempt the session tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you. I wanted to. What I would like to do now is perhaps ask Mariel to speak a little bit, because Mariel has been with Yatrik also right from the beginning, and maybe she can say a few words on behalf of Joy.
Yatrik. Sorry, no. Oh. Yatrik was mother's baby, as much as I and my sister were. She was so involved. Every day, every evening, she would be at the theatre, and the two of, in fact, all the family would be there because she needed help. So I was going to tell you, one of the big problems with amateur theatre is paying for the hall. So I remember as a little girl, all kinds of things we did when we couldn't afford a hall. For example, Sabrina Fair. I don't know, Sushma, if you remember. We had no money for a hall, so we did it in our back garden, if you recall. Then Mahadev Road was a films division auditorium. So it was only for films. I don't know what they did to be able to run a play. And to earn a little money for that, I remember my grandmother had started a supper theatre in Mahadev Road. So along with the play, you would pay a little extra for dinner. And she used to make a very nice kind of vegetable stew with bread for everyone. Then when we were at Defense Pavilion, which has now been demolished, we were there for at least 2-3 years. At one point, they got bored with the theatre. So they decided to do the Skylark, if I'm not mistaken. Kusum isn't here, in the garden. And they built a bridge and a stage over the little water tank that was in the middle of the garden because there wasn't space otherwise. These are all very interesting kind of places where Yatrik did its plays. And as I started off as a 5-year-old, I think, traveling with mum in the train and cleaning the floor and running around with the makeup and doing all these things. And it was great fun. All us kids, everybody's children, as Sushma was saying, all us children were taking part and doing various things. So we enjoyed it very much. And mum has certainly given her life to Yatrik and has put as much energy as she possibly could into it. It was her passion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Beryl. I think we are coming towards the end of our time. So just to end, maybe I would like to ask all of you on stage very briefly in a minute or so to just mention your most memorable moments or productions, one at a time. Maybe you can go left to right.
For me, it was definitely Bombay Bosnia, a play I had written. It was banned in Bombay. And Baju has just left, was the director of NSD then. And he invited NSD invited the production, and I said that, look, it's been banned and ABVP is bound to create problems if we done 2 shows of it. Let's just do 1 show and be done with it. He said, nahi, kuch nahi, dekhte hain. We did the first show, and of course there were some elements, but the show carried on. And we did the second show, there was no hassle.
Not about a play which I directed, but I acted in. This was Uncle Vanya. And I just want to recount a little incident that happened in the dress rehearsal. This was in the Shriram Center. There's a kind of corridor that leads from the green rooms to the stage. And they'd set the props up on that. And among the props, there was in a glass, which perhaps shouldn't have been there, but there was a glass which had kerosene in it. And it was required for filling the lamps at a certain stage in one of the evening scenes. Bhaskar Bhattacharjee, the late Bhaskar Bhattacharjee, was coming in to do a major scene. And he wanted a glass of water, I think, and as he passed, he picked up this glass and drank it, and then went on. And as he arrived on stage, he said, "Kerosene!" and ran off the stage. And of course, a lot of others ran with him and did whatever, got him to get it out and so on. And he came back in looking rather shaky, but this is typical of Bhaskar, which is why I'll never forget it. He came back on and he carried on as if nothing had happened. So I whispered to him, I said, "Bhaskar, are you all right?" He said, "Yes, I will be. provided you don't light a match near me.
So many plays. क्या क्या recall करें? But Habib Tanveer directed Taming of the Shrew for Yatrik, in which Marcus played Petruchio and I played Kate. And the Keval Kapoor, who never spoke a word of English, was also cast in it. And he and Roshan played two people who just mimed all the comic bits. And they would just come into a scene and steal the show and walk out. And serve Marcus right, because they would steal scenes when he had lines.
खैर इस तरह का तो कोई इंसिडेंट मेरे साथ नहीं हुआ था, लेकिन एक चैलेंज बहुत बड़ा मिला था जब महाभोज उठाया और श्रीराम बेसमेंट में कर रहे थे और लगभग 45 जने श्रीराम बेसमेंट में थे। वो तो एक चैलेंज था जो अच्छी तरह चला, लेकिन उसमें एक बड़ी मुझे दिक्कत जो आती थी, मेरे दो गुरु उसमें रोल कर रहे थे, अजय और अभिजीत। इनको डायरेक्ट करने की हिम्मत नहीं होती थी क्योंकि इनसे सीख के आए थे। तो अजय एक दिन मुझे कहते हैं, भाई तुम बता नहीं रहे हो क्या करना है। मैंने जो कर रहे हो बढ़िया कर रहे हो, बस चलने दो। तो ये एक मोमेंट ज़रूर आया था, लेकिन कभी ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई थी। और दूसरी चीज़ मैं यात्रिक के लिए कहूँगा, स्पेशली जॉय और कर्नल साहब, कि इन्होंने मुझे और इनकरेज किया आगे जाके कि जब अलकादी साहब ने अपना इंस्टीट्यूट खोला लिविंग थिएटर, कि तुम वहाँ जाओ। मैं कतई इंटरेस्टेड नहीं था, मैं हिम्मत नहीं होती थी कि यहाँ कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, अब कौन अलकादी साहब के पास जाएगा। उनका बड़ा नाम था, डर भी लगता था, लेकिन इनके कहने पे मैंने वो 4 साल वहाँ बिताए। और मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ जॉय का कि उन्होंने मुझे इतना सपोर्ट किया उस दौरान कि मैंने अलकादी साहब के साथ 4 साल गुजारने के बाद मैं शायद लकी फ्यू में से हूँ जिन्होंने जॉय के साथ भी काम किया है और अलकादी साहब के साथ भी काम किया है। थैंक यू।
Sudesh, please come. Now that you are ready to speak, please come. Come.
अभी मेरियल ने डिफेंस पवेलियन की याद दिलाई, तो मुझे डिफेंस पवेलियन की याद दिलाई तो मुझे एक वाक़या याद आ गया। हम लोग वहाँ प्ले जब शुरू होना होता था उसके पिछली रात 1-1, 2-2 बजे तक काम करते थे, क्योंकि सेट लगाना होता था, सब कुछ करना होता था। और एक बार वहाँ देखा गया कि कबूतर बहुत होते थे, इफ़ यू ऑल रिमेंबर, बहुत सारे कबूतर थे। और एक प्ले शुरू होने से एक दिन पहले की बात कि सब ने डिसाइड किया कि कबूतरों को किसी तरह से उनसे निजात पाई जाए। ह्यू माइकल अपनी गन लेके आ गए। उन्होंने वो पूरी दोपहर कबूतर ही मारते रहे। अल्टीमेटली जब वो उनको हमने भेजा कि आप जाइए, हम अपना काम करते रहें, रात को 10:30 बजे के करीब हमारे लिए खाना आ गया, जो अक्सर होता था, ये प्रैक्टिस थी। और खाने में जो सामान आया, हमने बिछाना शुरू किया, तो मैंने कहा आज ये नॉन वेज क्यों आ गया। तो जॉय ने कहा ये वो कबूतर हैं जो दोपहर को मारे गए हैं। तो ये मुझे अचानक याद आ गया। मैंने कहा I must share this with everybody.
Thank you very much indeed. You know, somebody who has been very crucial to Yatrik right from its earliest days and who is still extremely active with Yatrik is not able to be here, Kusum Haider. She was a founder member and she called me yesterday to say she's not able to come because her brother is ill in Pune and she's stuck there. She had every intention of being here. So I just want to sort of say a little bit about Kusum because she has been active from the earliest days with all of you and she has continued her association. I remember for the first time I acted with her in Uncle Vanya, the same production that Bhaskar spoke about, where, you see, I used to always be landed with the roles of the old men. Now, in Uncle Vanya, there's this very young, beautiful, restless woman who's married to this much older, ancient, doddering professor. And the young, beautiful woman was Kusum Haider, and the doddering professor was me. So she played my wife in the first play that I acted opposite her, but I was supposed to be 20 years older than her. I remember that was quite an experience. After that, she's directed a lot of plays. She has a particular passion for the works of Lorca. She's directed several plays by Lorca, Blood Wedding, and so on. She also has directed Antigone and Salome. I think Salome, was it her? No, yeah, no, I don't know. And eventually, I think one of the most spectacular productions that we did, which we again eventually repeated for the Bharat Rang Mahotsav as well as for the Sahit Kala Parishad Festival of Best Plays, was Metamorphoses, which she did in 2013, which is where that water tank created so many problems, both production as well as budgetary for the production, and cleaned us out literally. But that was a production which was really well acclaimed. And she continues to have ideas about what to do. She already has something up her sleeve. But in her case, the plays gestate for a long time. If she says she wants to do a play, probably 5 or 10 years down the line, she'll actually get down to doing it. So anyway, we'll have to wait for her to decide when she does the next play. But she was very, very keen to be here. You've seen some of her photographs from the earliest days and throughout the years. What else? I haven't said much because I'm the moderator, but just to share with you that I think I have been so fortunate to be with Yatrik. I'd actually started with Stage Door and Marcus Murch, so I know Marcus very well indeed. He was my first director, in a sense. But there was a hiatus in Stage Door after 2 or 3 years after we did lots of plays there. Then I came and Joy dragged me into Yatrik. And from the first, I felt at home. Joy made me feel so much at home that I came in to do Cause Célèbre in 1979 or 80. And thereafter, no looking back. I mean, immediately Bhaskar cast me in Bedroom Farce. Then I think Tejeshwar Singh did Night Thoreau Spent in Jail. He gave me the title role in that. Then Ajay Balram did Don't Drink the Water. I was in that. And, you know, one after the other, various directors. And the fun of Yatrik is that you get to work with different directors, with different attitudes, and completely different kinds of plays. So whether they are comedies or they are serious plays, the classics, new plays, Indian plays, foreign plays. And thanks to Joy's encouragement, I managed to direct a play which nobody else would have supported, I think, which was Phaedra by Racine. I don't think anybody's ever... Molière is so popular. Molière is done day and night in Hindi, in Urdu, in all our languages, in English, French, in Delhi. Nobody does Racine. And Racine, because they're serious plays based on classical myths. And I wanted to do this Phaedra because there was a lovely translation by Robert Lowell. And Joy is the one who said, go ahead, do it. It was a very minuscule budget, but I really, really enjoyed that as a most intense experience. Indu was in the cast. Prabha Tonk was in it. Jasbir Malik was in it. Unfortunately, both are not with us anymore. Missed them terribly. And eventually, I think many other plays, but the 2 plays, Indian plays that I directed eventually, thanks to Bhaskar, I got 9 Jakuhil, which is, I think, perhaps the one play in Yatrik which we have done for 10 years almost consistently. I don't think from 96 to 2006 there was any year that we did not have a revival of Nine Ja Kuhil, either in Delhi or Bombay or Calcutta or Chennai or Dubai or South Africa. We did a 5-city tour of South Africa, which AJ mentioned. That was something, because we were touring, and every 2 days, 3 days, it would be a new city, set up, tech, on. Set up, tech, on. And completely different sizes of theaters and completely different technical equipment. So that was another very great experience. Bhaskar and Kusum were in the cast. Ajay was in the cast. And Sinya and Shama Haldar, of course. And thereafter there was a play called Come As You Were, which I directed by a first-time very young writer. This was in 2002, called Nicholas Bernard Kharkongor. Now, that was a play about the present generation, very young, and it went off very well. It was very well received. We had people breaking down the glass when in 2014 we revived it for the 40 years of Yatrik. And that boy has now gone on to make his first feature film, which was just recently released, called Mantra. So he went off into films. It's been a very fulfilling journey. I've had the good fortune to act in the widest possible variety of roles, which I could not have got anywhere else. And it's all been thanks to you, Joy, and to all these wonderful people you see sitting over here. I can't express the gratitude I feel to all of them. And the friendships that we have formed, the camaraderie that exists in Yatrik, I hope it carries forward. And I hope these younger people sitting over there trying to tell us how busy they are, if they can be a little less busy, they can take over and carry it forward for the next generation. Please do so, and I'm sure you will manage to do that. This is something I was wanting to keep as a last-minute thing, as a sneak peek. For the last 3 years or so, we've been working, and this is Joy's dream project. Joy, this is especially for your ears. We've been working on a dream project, which is to write a book on Yatrik. Now, we were not making any headway until very, very fortunately, Mr. Diwan Singh Bajeli came forward. He's sitting here. And he worked very hard on it, meeting all the founder members, meeting all other members, and put together a manuscript. Because the group is so large and so dispersed, this is just a smattering of us here. We then went into a process of enhancing it in the sense of getting more inputs from other people who had not been covered. And now, finally, that manuscript, with the blessings of Mr. Bajeli and the great, tremendous, tremendous editorial work put in by Indu, supported by Ranjit and Bhaskar, me a little bit, but mostly you guys. It is now, the manuscript is ready. I'm very happy to announce. And I could, if when we are filing out, if we drop the screen, I can give you a sneak peek of the sort of dummy of the book, if you like. But it's not the final layout or anything like that. The layout will be improved later, but the text and the pictures, which can be changed even at this stage, is all more or less ready. So that's a huge achievement. Bajeli Saab, I can't express my gratitude to you. It's really been a wonderful labor of love for Bajeli Saab. And Indu, all of us are so grateful for you having taken on to head the editorial team, and to Bhaskar and Ranjit for all that you've done to get it together. So that dream project of Joy's is ready. And in a couple of days, Joy will come to your house. We'll present you with a printout of this book. Yes. And to Mr. Bajeli, of course, also. And thereafter, of course, once it's published, it'll be available to everybody. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful occasion. If you like, we can take you through a bit of a sneak peek, but I don't know if it's...
We must say, we've all come together because really this lady here is the one who's kept us all together for many, many years. Joy, it's all due to you. Absolutely. We've all been together because of you. You are the one. You are the one who kept us. Absolutely.